I think, no, internationally, it's Labor Day, where laborers get to relax or rest. And I get to eat. So, where are you at? Are you taking a break from work? What have you been doing today? Today for me, it's self-care. I've had having my hair get undone. I'm eating the foods I want to eat. I'm also getting my nails done. Yeah, so it's all about relaxing and just taking time off work. Although I had a few meetings in the morning, but now I'm in a more relaxed mode. So, have you ever thought or wondered, why is it that for celebrations, we always opt to have some sort of animal protein? Specifically, we slaughter a lot. So you may find people have slaughtered a goat or chicken, depending on the size of the family. So, I think it's something that is just part of our culture, especially here in Africa, but also in other countries. Because I know, like Thanksgiving, Christmas holiday, 4th of July in the States, what are the celebrations that I know? Easter people don't necessarily eat meat, but during other celebrations, even birthdays, people tend to eat a lot of meat, be it beef, mutton, pork, fish, chicken, whatever. People eat a lot of fish. So I want us to talk about, is it possible to go on a fully plant-based diet? Is it possible to go on a fully plant-based diet? So I'm going to be reading this book and discussing it with you. We see if it's possible. We'll do it together. This book until we are finished. Today we are on page we're on page 6. We're talking about carbohydrates. So carbohydrates are not really the culprit, but the proteins and the fats are the major or the main culprit. So let's continue. Here's the book. It's called Forks Over Knives. It's basically about how, when you're using a knife, you're mostly tearing into something, like cutting something. When it's on your plate, you're cutting into meat, you're cutting into chicken, such like. But when you have a fork, you're most likely taking some veggies, like you're poking into something like a broccoli or carrot slices, something of that sort. Okay, so let's get into it. So he's talking about, don't worry about carbohydrates. Nearly everyone has heard about low carbohydrate diets. They have been fashionable for years, but they are not necessarily healthy. In fact, carbohydrates are the body's preferred energy source. So being on a low carbohydrate diet is not necessarily healthy, because you need the carbohydrate for your body to function well. So in this celebratory period, people are eating probably rice, pilau. Even we had pilau yesterday. People are eating chicken biryani, having chapati. Maybe not ugali, because ugali is common, but we are having so many other types of carbohydrates that we are consuming during this festive season or this holiday, today being Labor Day. And even during other holidays, we just tend to be, we tend to consume a lot of carbohydrates, but carbohydrates is not the problem. Carbohydrate is not the problem. The problem is what is accompanying the carbohydrate. What protein, what fats, are there vegetables, are there fruits? That's what's important. Okay, so So yeah, don't worry about carbohydrates. Don't even worry so much about being on a low carbohydrate diet. It is more important to choose the right types of carbohydrates. Carbohydrate-rich foods such as mangoes, broccoli, and pastries are all high in carbohydrate foods. But mangoes and broccoli are obviously better for you, of course. If you eat cakes and cookies made with white flour and sugar, you experience rapid rises in blood sugar levels, increased insulin response, and weight gain. Yeah, you eat sugar in excess, and especially the refined kind, you will gain weight. If you eat whole plant-based foods such as fruits, whole grains, and vegetables, you will thrive on a high carbohydrate diet. As an added bonus, these foods are high in fiber, which also provides a feeling of fullness or satiety, like you're satisfied. Eating high fiber foods almost always reduces the overall number of calories consumed, which assists with weight loss. Okay, so eating high fiber foods, and you've said these are foods that are in their most wholesome state, such as fruits, whole grains, and vegetables, broccoli, different seeds and nuts. They, as you consume them, they help you in your weight loss. Or when you're consuming them, they help to reduce the overall amount of calories that you are eating. Another thing that you shouldn't worry about is not getting enough proteins. One of the most common myths about a plant-based diet is that you won't get enough protein. This is simply untrue. Plant foods contain plenty of proteins, and whole foods, plant-based diets provide an appropriate level of total dietary protein, around 10% of total calories. That portion exceeds the levels required for most people. So you can get your adequate proteins from plant-based sources. And I don't understand why people say you won't get enough protein. And yet these are foods like beans, these are foods like lentils. They make sure that these are foods that are already rich in proteins, plant-based proteins. So you already have enough proteins from the plant-based diet. Okay. So you get like 10% of your total calories and dietary protein from plant-based diet. One useful principle, let me concentrate more on reading, then we'll discuss at the end. One useful principle to keep in mind is it is impossible to structure a diet that provides enough calories but does not provide enough protein. So it's very hard for me to do a meal plan and it has carbohydrates but it doesn't have proteins. It's very hard because we oftentimes eat carbohydrates with proteins. You will have rice with beans, you'll have rice with lentils, you have rice with mushroom stew. There's always a carbohydrate somewhere. So don't worry about proteins, okay? The word for malnutrition caused by protein deficiency isn't even known to the vast majority of Americans, which is kwashiorkor. But in Africa, it's a bit of a problem, but not now. I feel like right now where we are in Africa, there are not very many cases of kwashiorkor as they were before. Kwashiorkor is protein deficiency, malnutrition, like you're lacking proteins and also energy. So what happens when you're lacking energy or carbohydrates? It's most likely to lack proteins, but it can't be the other way, that you're having enough carbohydrates but no proteins. Welcome. Kindly like this, please. Tap the like button. I'll appreciate. So we have a nutritionist here called Pam Popper. She's a naturopath. Pam Popper. She's the executive director of the Wellness Forum, which offers education programs to help individuals improve health, help employers reduce their healthcare costs, and help healthcare professionals enhance their patients' diet and lifestyle. She also works with the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine and with Whole Foods Market teaching the supermarket chains employees to improve their health using plant-based nutrition. Thank you for liking. Thank you so much. Usinini kwanza, ungepaka tu alafu utanini baadaye.
Nimetaka tu nitoe kwanza, yani zishikane sana isipatane na hiyo ya pili.
All right, thank you for giving us a like. So, yeah. So this lady, she teaches even like supermarket employees. That's good. How to go on a plant-based diet, which is also good because sometimes you go to the supermarket and the people selling don't even know what vegetables are available. For example, if you go to a food market and the person serving you doesn't know what vegetables there are in the store. All right, so she's also a featured lecturer in Colin Campbell online courses through eCornell. It's a learning platform. And she has written a book called Solving America's Healthcare Crisis. Pam was born in Ohio in 1956. She didn't expect to pursue a career in health until she was 28, when a salesperson who smoked 4 packs of cigarettes daily, and until she was 38, ate whatever food she felt like eating. I was nutritionally unconscious, she says. Then, 18 years ago, a friend gave her a book by Dr. John McDowell. I thought I was a smart person. I thought I knew a lot, but I didn't know about this. She didn't know about nutrition. So welcome. Kindly give us a like. If you are dropping in, kindly give us a like. And it will help this video to be recommended to other people. That's the importance, by the way. When you hear someone saying tap the like button, it just helps the video to be recommended to someone else. So if you are joining, kindly like. Okay, so Dr. John McDowell is an expert he's an author, and he has written several books. Welcome, kindly give us a like. He has written several books that talk about nutrition. So we are reading through this book that advocates for a plant-based diet, and I'm just thinking through how can we use plants or plant-based diet even during the holidays. Okay, all right. So this lady discovered that she was very clueless when it comes to food, despite knowing so many other things about life, about money, about everything. She liked the book and decided to read more about the relationship between food and health. This is it, she thought. This is what I want to be when I grow up. Today, she operates a nutrition-based private practice out of her office in Ohio and has clients all over the world. For me, the big change is that before the job was just a job. Before, my job was just a job. But now, I love what I do. People in the medical field usually have unhappy days, but I almost see people get better. Critics of a plant-based diet says Pam contend that people won't change what they eat. But I find that the issue is that most patients are not making informed choices. Doctors simply tell them, for example, that their cholesterol is too high and that they should go for statins. You don't even know what statins are. They don't have a choice. You're given medication direct. I'm a nutritionist myself. Yes, that's why I'm interested. I'm a nutritionist, so I'm using this channel to share what I read. Like, I read so many books on nutrition, and I want to help other people understand what it's all about. Like, I'm passionate about nutrition and eating well, and just living a life to the fullest without having to worry about your health complications and stuff like that. You understand? Your name is very funny. Let me not mention it. Okay, so when you go to the hospital and you have a condition, say you have like high cholesterol, the doctor will just prescribe medicine because that's what they have been taught. Doctors are not taught nutrition, by the way. It's like a suggestible unit. It's just like a suggestion. You don't necessarily, as a doctor, you're not required to study nutrition or even to practice it. Maybe now, but before they weren't required to do anything. They just, you know the pharmaceutical, you know the anatomy of the body, you know the physiology, you're good. You can prescribe medicine, you can use whatever book or now you chat GPT to prescribe medicine, you're good. That was all the doctors did. So when patients, we tell patients that they can indeed go on statins. These are medication, in which case they will experience negative side effects. Imagine you're being given medicine and you're being told that it already has side effects. It already has side effects, and that's medication. You're already sick, then you're given medication that has side effects. Like, what is humanity coming to? What is it coming to? Guys, if you can share this live, I'll really, really appreciate. And give us a like. We are 2 and there's only 1 like. So the other person, kindly like this live stream. I will appreciate it. So how is it that you go to hospital, you have a problem, then the doctor prescribes medication, and that medication has side effects that can cause more problems? For example, you go and you have a problem with cholesterol, you're given medication that can affect your kidney. Like now the problem is not only the poor blood flow in your vessels because of the cholesterol, you've come with a problem now that affects your kidneys. It's ridiculous, guys. Let's eat proper food. Welcome to this life. Welcome. As in, that's what inspired me, by the way. How can you be sick, you have cancer, then you go for chemotherapy and the cancer say was on your throat, then you're told because of this chemotherapy it might affect your thyroid, it might affect your other organs. I'm like, it's not making sense, it's not adding up. Then you undergo this chemotherapy. Before, you just had, say you had a node over here, then you're told it's cancerous. Maybe it's malignant or it's not. Once you're told that it's malignant, they prescribe chemotherapy or some sort of radiation. Give me the phone if you have it, Justin. Give it. So you check there. Yeah. So you sick, and then you given medicine that makes you even sicker. It doesn't make sense. It totally doesn't make sense. So just check Marcella, there's someone there. So you're given medicine that makes you sicker. It makes no sense. All right, now let me finish this section, then I'll answer this question that you're asking. If you're here, kindly give us a like. Please, we are 5. Let's get those likes to don't come. Let's get those likes to 5. Kuna shida ya bafu. Huko juu. All right. So, thank you for giving us those likes. Sawa. Kuna kitu nilikuwa nimsaidie nayo sasa. Okay, tutafanyaje? Niandikie majina na ama nitakupigia after like 30 minutes. Please. Sawa. Don't come here. Hebu ambia huyo apande huko juu. Marcella, go upstairs. Kuna kitabu, usiharibu hiyo, kuna vitabu huko. Ama huko juu, pia huko juu kwa kilo yangu. All right. Atibafu chafu. Yeah, I know. Our bathroom has a problem and someone was coming to fix it. So, let me finish this part. I'm almost done. I'm on page 9. So, when patients that we tell patients that they can indeed go on statins, in which case they will experience negative side effects, or they can change their diet, which won't have side effects. Won't cost additional money and will protect them from stroke and heart attack. Most people aren't being given the information this way. Imagine, we rarely tell people the options that they have when it comes to medication. Like when it comes to solving a problem, especially if you go to a hospital where there isn't a nutritionist, or even if there's a nutritionist, they won't send you to the nutritionist. For example, I went to a public hospital, yes, and they rarely would patients be referred to the nutritionist, rarely, unless I went to the diabetic clinic or I was in the hypertension clinic. If I was not there, the patients would just go. Like, they have seen the doctor, that's it. They have no idea there's a nutritionist. Okay? So if you're not told that there is an option for medication, then there's an option for changing your nutrition, you will have a hard time. You will have a hard time. So when you're in a hospital, you're not told that food is also a solution. You're not told that food is a solution. If you are joining us, kindly give us a like, and that it will help it will help you, as in it will help that condition that you're suffering from change much faster. It will help your conditions to change so much faster, okay? For example, if you change your diet, then if you are not physically active before, you become a bit more physically, thank you so much, a bit more physically active. You're done, or you need this other hand? Okay. If you do just a few lifestyle modifications, they will change your life big time. It will change your life big time. So if you don't tell our clients that food is a problem, is a solution, which will not cost you additional money, it will protect you from your health in the future, and then it will also not have side effects. But if you don't have this knowledge, your life will not change, or you'll just go for the medication. You just be sent to the pharmacy, you pick your medicine and you go. And most times that medication might not work, in which case you will go back to hospital, find a different doctor who has no idea about your history, and then they will prescribe something else. And you're continuing to put toxins in your body, which makes no sense. All right. The other issue that critics come up with about a plant-based diet is that people won't stick with a new diet. Well, it's debatable, but if someone is suffering, let me tell you, if someone is suffering and they have been suffering for a while, and then you get to prescribe a diet and it works, maybe they just been having a really tough time managing their hypertension or diabetes, and then you come and you prescribe a diet, they follow it even for a week, and the sugars go down. I have had clients that when that happens, they are transformed and they're like, oh my goodness, I'm not going back to medication at all. How can I be that? I've been using medication for 3 years, nothing has changed. I've followed a diet for 2 weeks, I feel so much better. So when that's the case, you find that people stick to a diet. Don't say that people don't stick to diets. They actually do, especially when it is giving them a solution they have been looking for a long time. They will definitely stick to a diet. I can assure you, they will stick to the diet. So, yeah, people are doing it. Well, usidhani ati don't think that because you are eating meat every day that everyone is eating meat every day. There are people here who are eating vegetables and glowing, like me. Don't mind my hair. I'm in the process. This is my self-care. My nails are getting done and I'm educating you as I share what I know. Yes. All right. So you eat veggies, you glow and you grow. Yes. I managed to say that, and I'm a Wanjiko. All right, so when you make big changes in your diet, your health improves quickly. Show me a client, Justin, please. Show me a client who has been on medication, and the relief they have gotten is quick and lasting. Not very many. Yeah. You find that someone will be on medication for so long before they find relief. before they find relief. And that relief, remember, there might still be some side effects, okay? Now, our clients tell us that they no longer want cheese, cookies, cakes anymore. Going back to bad foods, meaning going back to taking medication and even spending time in hospital. Who wants to spend time in hospital? Who wants to spend time in hospital? No one. As in, it is not interesting to be in hospital. It's boring to be in hospital. So they would rather be healthy. They would rather be healthy and just eat a plant-based diet. Yes. So a plant-based diet may seem restrictive when you first hear about it, but actually it lets you do whatever you want to do and maximize the amount of energy for all the years that you are on this planet. Can you believe that? And it's not what it's not what's being taken away. It's what you are getting. Because like you guys, especially you done. Not yet. Utaniambia nigeuze. If you are Kenyan, there was this time when nutritionists, instead of being called daktari, we were being called doctari. In essence, they meant that you're just coming to restrict us from eating nyama choma, to restrict us from eating cookies and cakes and chapati and mandazi. And I was like, don't you dare call me doctari, because I'm not the one who brought you the problem, my friend. If you're having a problem with diabetes, see me, I am not the one who brought the problem to you. It's your dietary habits. And I'm not just going to restrict, I'm going to tell you what to add. And if you check my meal plans, they are not just about restricting, there's what we add. If you've been eating mandazi, chapati, and the like, you find that now we have changed and we are eating, say we are eating what? Oats or granola, and then we add things like nuts and seeds and pumpkins and so many other nice things inside there. So we are not just restricting, we are telling you to limit, and then we tell you what to eat. All right, so another thing that you shouldn't worry about when you're on a plant-based diet, it is so easy to achieve. Let me take my water. Hydration. This skin and this hair comes with a lot of work. I have to hydrate. Yes, and it's so hot today, so hydration is a must. Okay, let's get back to it. So another thing that you don't need to worry about when you're on a plant-based diet, it's omega fats, omega-3, omega-6. You know why? You know why? Listen. There are 2 essential fatty acids, meaning you must consume them in food, omega-3 and omega-6. They are not in fish. They are in fish, sorry. They are in fish, but they are not in beef, like animals, at least fish, but not in other animals, okay? Okay, there was a question that you had asked. Where is it? Could you please mention 5 proper foods that people should eat for a healthy lifestyle and prolonged future? I would say, like right now, where I am right now, let me go in accordance to the food groups. So for carbohydrates, try and eat oats. There's so many ways. You can make granola, you can make oat porridge, you can make oat pancakes. They are good, they are filling, and they are relatively versatile. Like oats will stay for longer as opposed to milled white flour or milled brown flour. Like when you have milled brown flour for very long, it can go bad. But oats, they preserve for longer, especially because we rarely mill oats. You'll have them either rolled or whole or something. They are minimally processed. Okay, so that's for carbohydrates. For proteins, I would say beans and lentils. And peas. I love yellow beans and black beans, njahe. I also love noe. I don't know what noe is in English. And white beans. Like I love many kinds of beans. Then I love lentils, kamande, different kinds, whether they are the yellow, the green, I love them all. That's it for that. I love peas, whether it's chickpeas or just dried peas. Peas are good. Then we go to fruits and vegetables. Fruits are versatile. I think all fruits are good, whether it's watermelon, and they are seasonal. That's the other thing. So I can't mention one particular food. I said lentils. Oh my gosh. Lentils. You know where I come from. Watu wa Murima. Murima is Murimaling. So, you've made me forget my train of thought. Oh, I was saying fruits are seasonal. So I can't recommend one particular fruit. I can just say the fruit that is in season and the vegetables that are in season. Then after that, after you've gotten your, I'm scared. After you've gotten your seasonal fruits and vegetables, you can move on now and incorporate nuts, cashews, almonds. There's so many different kinds of nuts and seeds. And then once you get your nuts and seeds, go for fermented food products. Okay? Fermented food products. Yeah, and I'm done. Oh, fermented food products, I mean like mala. That's the crave right now. That's the craze right now. There's mala, there's kefa, there's kombucha, there's sauerkraut, there's pineapple peel tea, hibiscus tea. There are so many things that people are fermenting nowadays. Like myself, I'm fermenting kefa. There's mala somewhere. I'm thinking of getting kombucha. If you don't know these things, kindly go there in the comment section and ask me, Wanjiku, what were you talking about? What is kefa and kombucha? And then I'll be in a better position to explain. Okay? Moving on with my book, I was saying, my nails are getting done. I was saying, they're good. Ikosa. I was saying, when you're on a plant-based diet, you don't need to worry about fatty acids because you will get them. Let me continue reading. Humans historically consumed a diet with a ratio of omega-3 to omega-6 fatty acid ranging from 1 to 1 and 1 to 4. Like you're getting 1 omega-3 to 1 omega-6 fatty acid, or you are on the higher side and you're getting 1 omega-3 to 4 omega-3 fatty acids. What after name?
And then
yeah, so I will tell you more about kombucha. You stick around. Then in the recent years, as consumption of animal foods and polyunsaturated vegetable oils, listen to these words. I'm choosing them very intentionally. Polyunsaturated vegetable fats in the processed foods. Do you know how much fat is put in processed foods? Like think of crepes, that not even like chipomuitu, not deep fried chips, French fries. No, I mean like processed that we find on the shelves. So he's going outside. Hiya. So again, I lost my train of thought. I was saying about the amount of vegetable oils in processed foods is a lot. It's a lot because think of this one went off. Think of the amount of vegetable oil in something like tortillas that you find in the shelf, butternut, butter cookies of any type, biscuits. There are so many. There are so many there's so much vegetable oil that is added to give taste to so many things. Like potatoes by themselves are not tasty, but when you put them in oil, they end up being a little bit more tasty. A little bit more tasty, or a lot. Then, a little bit more tasty. Then we add sugar, they become tastier. We add salt, they become even tastier. And then we continue and add something like now the spices and stuff. Another testimony, I worked in food industries. After I did the hospital, that was in my 3rd year. Now in my 5th year, my year of internship, I was in food industries, and I started at the sausage industry. If you are Kenyan, I'm not naming brands. So the sausage factory, and they put so much vegetable oil and animal fat in their products. So much. That's why they are so tasty. Like, think about it. Meat by itself is not that tasty. But when you add vegetable oil and animal fat, and you add spices and starch, it becomes so much more tasty, or tastier. Tastier is the word. Then I moved from there. I went to a flour milling company. And when I was there, we were making breads and cakes and so many pastries and confectionaries. Again, think of how much vegetable oil and animal fat, like even if it's not animal fat by itself, something like butter or cream, how much goes into those things. So when I say I'm restricting cakes, I'm not trying to mess up with your life. I'm trying to save your life. I'm trying to save your life. Dude, I have a feeling you are a dude, first of all. And then I don't share my age. And then, what is your real name? What is your real name? Anyway, moving on with my book now, So there's so much vegetable oil that is being put in a processed food. And it has ranged to this, like this, yeah? The product, the main ingredient, say the main ingredient in a certain product is meat. Then they will put 1% of that main ingredient, say it's meat, they will put 25% equivalent to process it. Like, it's sausage, the main ingredient is beef, minced meat. And then, they've put 1 kg of meat, they put 25 kgs of fats and oils and spices and just condiments, okay? Or say it's cake and the main ingredient is flour, yeah? So you have 1 kg of flour and like an equivalent of 25% in oils and fats or cream. So as a result, many healthcare professionals are suggesting that people take omega-3 supplements such as fish oil, or they increase their consumption of fish to correct the imbalance. Because now what has happened is you're consuming so much vegetable oil and animal fat that you're not getting fatty acids that you require in the right proportion. Because everything that we eat, there's a recommended daily allowance. Everything that we eat, from carbohydrates, different types, like you know how the carbohydrates are broken down into monosaccharides, polysaccharides, and so on and so forth. So of every group, you require a certain percentage or a certain recommended daily allowance. We call it RDA. Then you find there's an RDA for omega fatty acids, but because of what we are consuming, you find that you only get 1 gram of fatty acid as opposed to 25 grams of a certain vegetable oil or animal fat. And that's a tragedy. So now you have to supplement. That's why I keep telling people, at this age, supplementation is a must. At this age, supplementation is a must. But supplements also have their side effects because you're not being given a capsule only full of fish oil. The capsule itself, what is it made of? Then, what else have they put? Because fish oil in itself is pretty minimal in supply, so they have to add on to something so that they are able to supply the demand for fish oil supplements. So think about it like that. What else is in that supplement? In as much as I recommend supplementation because we need it, but it is not like a sustainable solution. The most sustainable solution is just to identify the foods that give you those things or elements or nutrients that you're looking for through supplementation. Got it? Got it? There's a question. What are the main issues with vegetable oils? Could we discuss that? And does this mean that you don't consume vegetable oils? Of course, I consume vegetable oils. I have, like in my pantry, like I'm looking at it right now, I have, Elianto is what? Corn seed or sunflower? I probably have corn seed oil and olive oil. I have coconut oil. Yes, those are the oils that I have. So we cook with Elianto. I'm not sure if it's sunflower or it's corn. I wonder even if corn has oil. I'm not sure. But I do use vegetable oils. Is coconut? Coconut is not a vegetable, it's a fruit. So I think that's why we recommend coconut oil or something like macadamia oil, because it's somehow better. So the problem with vegetable oils is that, okay, they are because they have been processed, they don't really deliver what you need, like in terms of fatty acid. Remember, oils are supposed to give you fatty acids, but these ones have been processed. Say it's sunflower oil. So that seed, I like to take you through the processing. So you've harvested sunflower, like I grew sunflowers a while back. You harvest it, you dry it, you get the seeds. Once you get the seeds, you crush them, or you've dried them, of course. You crush them. Once you crush them, I'm sure that oil is not usually clear. It's not usually that yellow. It must have some blackish because sunflower seeds are black when they are dried. Oh no, like the shell, seeds have a cover, so that cover is usually black. So I'm sure the oil has to go through a process to remove anything that is impure, and then now it can be processed before it gets bottled, and it remains liquid the way it does at room temperature. There's a processing. So that's why we try to consume minimally processed food items, as minimal as possible. So if you're able to get your coconut and you grind it, or like how here in Coast they beat the coconut in a, what is it called? Kinu is that thing that I have no idea how to say it in English. And then you get those coconut shavings and you press them and you get oil, or what we call cold pressed oil. If you can get cold pressed oil, that is a better solution because it's minimally processed, very minimally processed. So that's my problem with vegetable oils. That's just it. That's the whole problem that I have with vegetable oils, that it's been processed. That means when it gets to your body, you're not getting the required fatty acids. And even if you're getting them, they're not in the amounts that are required or recommended. Okay? Yes, processing is a problem. It's a big problem. Let's look at maize from the farm and getting it. What is this? Getting it to the, just apply. You get maize from the farm, you dry it to get the moisture content down to less than 15%. I worked at a milling factory, the major a major one. Let me not say but a major one. So you get the maize, you dry it to get to the moisture content you require. That's like the amount of dryness. How dry is the maize? A properly dried maize will crackle when it hits the floor or a metallic container. Yeah, so it inatoa ile kasauti ya like it's like cracking or something like that. Okay. Then you dry it, then you start the process of dehusking, removing the husk of that maize or wheat. Yeah. Then you dehusk, the husks go separately. Interestingly, they are given to animal feed factory to process animal feeds. After that, now the maize, you've removed the heart and the husk, the top coating of the maize. I forget what you called it in biology. That maize, it is bleached before so that the flour can be white. It's easier to bleach it before. Now you've bleached the flour. Once you've bleached the flour and you've milled it grade 2, you've milled it to grade 1, then you've sifted it. Those are 3 processes, just like that. Like after milling, you've had 3 processes. That's a lot. That's a lot. And then, can I say the crazy thing you've done? And I know my colleagues work in the food fortification industry, and I also worked there. So, bash me if you want. And it's an important thing that now that flour is fortified. The crazy thing, those things that are added in the fortification, the vitamins, they are what was removed in that heart of the maize. You removed it, you processed the maize, then you brought it to the market, and they're like, this is not satisfying the dietary needs of the people in my population. Kindly do some fortification, because maize is the most consumed ingredient or the most consumed food item in our country. So we go back to the drawing board and we fortify it. Now we have fortified it with different vitamins and minerals. With different, it's okay, don't see applying here. You fortified it with different vitamins. So we have, I should check, but we do vitamin A, definitely. Most of the vitamin Bs, C and D are not there. I think we put vitamin E and vitamin K. I have forgotten. I need to remind myself of the fortification process. Then now that product is packaged. How many steps have we gone from the whole maize to this product that is now fortified? It's a lot. It's just a lot. Okay? That's my problem. And I know at this moment, at this time and age, we are consuming the sifted flour in this homestead because sahi is in an option. Like, I'm in a new place, I don't really have an option, which is I need to find a meal, I need to find good maize. I'm not growing my own food. Like right now, I'm not growing my own food. If I was growing my own maize, it would be easier for me to take it to the millers and just have it milled in grade 2. Like that would work. My mother does that. Some of my aunts do that. My brother does that because he's in the village. But it's not that easy when you are in a town or in a city to go and get grade 2 wheat flour. It's not that easy. And I'm sure you live in a city. I don't know where you live, dude. It is hard to get grade 2 wheat flour that is minimally processed. Okay? Let's not even talk about how those crops have been grown, because now our heads will just burst. If we start talking about how that maize has been grown the fertilizers. If you live in a city, you understand. So the fertilizers that are used, then the pesticides, it's a lot. So when I was in the village, I'm a village girl. Check my videos, you will see that I'm a village girl. I love the village, I love the farm, and even here I'm looking for a farm, and once I get it, I'll bring you along. I had a very nice farm in my village. Then I upgraded to these stone walls, and I lost my garden, I lost my farm because of these stone walls and this hype of living in the city. I don't know, I don't like it, but the money keeps coming. Yeah, the money keeps coming when we are in these stone walls. So it's kind of we compromise. So yeah, when I was growing my own food, I would do it organically, like no pesticide, no chemicals, no fertilizers. I just enrich the soil, plant my seed, and it grows, it bears fruit. I harvest, I eat, and I store for my seeds. That's what the Bible commands. Till the land, sow your seed, nurture it, it thrives, it will give you yields depending on the effort you put. It can give you 30% profit, 60% profit, or 100% profit. If you're lucky to get 100%, know that food is for food, for eating, and for seed. You always have to bring seed. Yeah, dude, you can go back and check my previous videos. I have done several, even with the person who wanted to slap. He's a very avid farmer. He's a very avid farmer. Check him out. It's just that this is a live recording. I don't want him here, but we have him. He's part of this channel. Check him baking. Check him in the farm. He's there. I think I'll put a specific playlist of where he's appearing, because he loves the camera. It's just that this is not it. No, don't go right now. Now how will you go right now? You can go right now. You've already gone. Yeah, you will go and come back, dude. So I have read 3 pages. I've read 3 pages, and I meant to read 10, and it's almost an hour. But yeah, you can tell I'm passionate about nutrition. I'm very passionate about organic farming. Just making sure that you're living a very healthy life. Dude, do you live in this country? I have a feeling you live in this country. Just a feeling. If you live in this country, I'll be having a master class very soon. No, not very soon. Very soon is vague. On 17th of May, I'll be having a master class where I'll talk about now meal planning. I talk about meal planning, just like, because it's so weird, the things that we are being told about food. I don't know if you have watched that video where this other dude is trying to prepare food. Yes. When you go to the description of this channel, you will find so many of our contacts. Stalk us there. When you stalk us there, you might reach us and you will see the poster. No, not you might. Go on Instagram. Let me just stop being vague. Go on Instagram, find us, you will see the poster. You can sign up from there. I think that's the most direct. Or you can email us, whatever option. They are here on the channel. Good. So I was saying we'll have that masterclass just to help us figure out. Now, I'm not supposed to eat white sifted flour. What do I eat? Of course, there is the option of getting your food from the village. My village people should send me food. If you're here and you're in the village, please send me food. Send me maize. I think actually I should do that. Just go to the village and get like 20 kilograms of maize. Just get 20 kilograms of maize, and then when it's well dried, and then of course here, even in the city, there are some towns that have the kneelers, the people who love eating maize products. always have meals around their estates. So I'll just go to that estate, get my maize milled, and then like 5 kgs, 5 is a lot, maybe 2 kgs, no, maybe 5. 5 can last us maybe 6 weeks. I get it milled so that we can enjoy grade 2 flour for ugali. Yeah, so 17th of May, we'll be having a masterclass. It will be on a Saturday. We'll have a masterclass from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's a It's a paid masterclass. Early bird, like if you pay right now, you pay 900 shillings. If you pay on the day off, you pay 1,500 shillings. I know people are joking that the early bird doesn't get the worm. All the worms have been eaten in this our country, but for me, early bird still gets the worm. Yeah. Oh, I was saying about this video where now the children are outside. I have to raise my voice. Where this dude is getting like, he picks milk and then he sees a video of someone saying, "You are not a cow. Stop drinking milk." He puts it aside. He goes to get eggs for his breakfast. And someone is like, "The number of chemicals in eggs is gonna cause cancer." He's like, "What the heck? Let me get some bread." He goes, gets bread, and he's like, "Don't eat gluten. Gluten is messing up your gut." He's like, "Okay, let me get some protein." And he gets what? I think sausage or meat. And he's like, "That beef is not pasture fed. If it's not pasture fed, it's bad for your health." And it's like, "Okay, let me drink water." And then some other person comes and says, "Water that we are drinking nowadays is contaminated. We should not be drinking it. It doesn't have enough oxygen." And he's like, "Okay, what should I eat? My saliva?" So we have to compromise. We have to compromise. We have to understand what works for us. Like I target people like me, people like dude over here, people like me, people like my nail technician over here. Someone who has, I know it has oxygen, but you have not seen. Let me mention. It's only dude who is here. There's this company called Iteracare. I'm not bashing them, but they're saying that you need to oxygenate your water so that when you drink it, when you're hydrating, you're supplying your cells with direct oxygen. And so they have a machine, and I might get the Iteracare thing, by the way. You never know. Like they must have some sense in oxygenating our water. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Maybe it's not a scam. Maybe it's real. Maybe we need to oxygenate ourselves in the water we are drinking. Maybe we need to have electrical something blow into your body so that you can move the blood along and remove the impurities. Like the further I read, the more I'm like doubting. But I have nutritionists who have embraced it and they claim it's working. So I don't know. I will research more into it. So my nails are almost done. Almost. I'm not gonna show them, but they are almost done. I can't believe it's been an hour already. A whole hour. And people have been popping in and popping out. I once did a live a whole night, and people were coming, talking, leaving. And I think at the end of it, we had like 343 views. I'm like, I had that many people come and engage. And also we did a lot of live with friends. There's a way you can join a live with friends. We did a lot of streaming. I might get back into it. I love talking about nutrition. Yeah, so ati negatively ionized water. What is that? Yeah, I'm getting a lot of views. Even yesterday I did a live and it got like, I think 30 something views. Might get to 50, because after the live it becomes a video that I can now share it out. You can also still share this one. I'm not sure about negatively ionized water. How does it work? What will it help? It probably Murima, it probably removes the free radicals that cause cancer, because most free radicals dude, I mean alive. I will ask Chatty after this. So negatively ionized water is actually makes sense, because most free radicals are they are positively charged. That's why they are just moving along in the body. Then if they find a cell that doesn't know where it is going, they couple up with that. They couple up with that. Like, this is how free radicals work. They are just roaming in your body. They are roaming in your body, and then they find a cell that is not very sure what it's supposed to be doing, and they bind to it, and then they make this cell now grow very much. Like, say there were some new cells being synthesized in your body, and then for some reason you ate food that created free radicals in your body. So they are just moving, looking for somewhere to attach. And then when they attach to a cell, they make it now grow exponentially, because they will start stealing food from the bloodstream, giving it to these cells, and then these cells just grow out of proportion. And when they grow out of proportion is when you have a swelling. But if these cells start now attacking other cells, you get a wound, or a cancerous wound. This is my take with ionized water and oxygenated water. If you are able to avoid getting those free radicals into your body, number one, the best way to avoid is not eating that food. Stop eating bad food. When you avoid eating bad food, do the next thing, and now take things like ginger, turmeric, black pepper, these spices that are known for doing what? They are known for having antioxidant properties. Like, they are able to get those radicals and bind them and then remove them from the body. So this is the whole process of detoxification. You are trying to remove these free radicals. I think people also do things without understanding why they are doing it. But the good thing, if you are trying to detox, it will work, because you are going to be removing the free radicals from your body. And when you remove them, that means now your good cells will be able to thrive. What secret did you give me about ChatGPT? Dude, you give me a secret about ChatGPT. Okay. I will ask Chatty how to create a negative ion generator. Sounds like something fun. Okay. I actually wanted to be an engineer, so that might be something good to explore. Just see how I can build a negative ion generator. So when we were starting this live chat with Dude, you said you are vegan after telling me that you're eating meat in White House. I'm impressed that you stuck around. You are interesting, and you made it lively. I don't mind going on live even when there's no one, because I can talk to myself for hours, and I'm not crazy. I just love talking, maybe. So, Dude, you said you are a vegan 4 months in. How is it taking you so far? Thank you. Before and now, what happened? Why did you change from being vegan? Why did you change? I'm not vegan, by the way. Oh, okay. That was a good thing or a bad thing, the weight loss. I'm not vegan at all. I love meat. So I'm reading this book to convince myself and you that we can go vegan, and then we do it together. Dude and me and my family will do it together. But let me not be negative. Let me not be a negative ion. But my family loves meat. We love milk. Yeah, we eat meat 4 to 5 times a week, not a day, a week. And I know my mom will be like, what? My mom is the strongest advocate for a plant-based diet. The strongest. And then the people that I love are the strongest advocates that we can be carnivores. Not just omnivores, we can be carnivores and we can eat meat all day, every day. So you can see the balance that I'm lacking. Ati ona? Ati? Oh yeah. What is chip crab? Do you eat ham and bacon? And what else did I see when I was at the sausage factory? It's not a sausage factory, by the way. It's just that that's the most popular product. But yeah, I did see a lot of high quality beef. I saw a lot of high quality pork. I saw a lot of high quality goat meat. Yeah, so yeah, I know there's a lot of good high quality stuff. Yeah. Oh, basi si hiyo. Hii si top coat. Hii imeandikwa top coat. Hakuna top coat. It's okay then. It's okay. All right. So, so you don't do the processed ones. What are the, you said high quality what? With a heavy influence on vegetation. What do you mean? Kindly expound. If you want, I can add you. I don't even know how, if I can add you as a guest. Yeah, we found a very nice pizza joint. A very, very nice pizza joint around here that makes their pizzas so well. And by that we were able to enjoy pizza. Before, eating pizza from this pizza joint was like a no. Pizza is a one-time thing. It's not a daily thing. And even making it at home, there's a time I made it at home, but I was like, too much effort. I don't even like cheese that much, so let it be a one-time type of food. So that's pretty much it for this session. I feel like I should end it because let me do a poll. Let me see. Okay. Any other thing? I think I will recap. So, how did you even come across this live? You're not even you weren't a subscriber before. Now, so we were looking at, we have looked at what you don't need to worry about when you are in the plant-based diets. You don't need to worry about your carbohydrates. You don't need to worry about your proteins. You will get them from the plants, and you don't need to worry about your omega-3 fats. Let me just finish and say you don't need to worry about your vitamin B12 supplementation, and among other many vitamins, B12 is very crucial. It is the one that helps the functioning of your brain and the nervous system. So when you're on a plant-based diet, you don't need to worry about getting your vitamin B12, because many people supplement on B12, and the daily requirement for B12 is 0.4 grams to 2.8, again depending on the stage of life you are in. So if you find that you're on a plant-based diet, you don't need to worry about B12, because you will get it freely. You will get it freely from the plants you're eating. Okay. Yeah, so it is very rich in vegetables. B12 is readily available in vegetables because they get it from the soil. They just get it from the soil, and you are able to get adequate quantities of B12. So we'll be doing this every day, and tomorrow, or maybe later on in the day, in the night, we'll do diet-related diseases. We'll specifically look at heart health, and then we hear from a doctor called Terry Mason as we continue reading on this book. I already love this book. Today I'm on page 12. It's called Forks Over Knives. It means, basically it is referring to just changing from using knives, because knives are used to cut meat up and all that. Change from that and go into a more plant-based kind of diet. That's just what it's all about. People are joining right now. That's also something I learned. Something that I learned when I was starting on YouTube Live. The video is recommended like after probably like 1 hour. It's when, if you're scrolling, you will see that so and so is live, you can watch here. But if you go live for 1 minute or for 2 minutes or for 15 minutes, it's very rare that it will be. It is not likely that the live will be recommended. So I would try and engage with the question and answer. I see how the response will come up. And then I asked, are you registering for the masterclass session? So I don't know, are you able to respond to the question? And you see it on the screen, or it's just on my end? I think you should be able to see it. And okay. Okay. Then I don't get it. It should be. Check. It's not in the. I'm supposed to start it. I have started it. Don't screening. Yeah. Now I'm a certified doctor, not doctari. I'm no longer doctari because I don't know. Doctors had some sort of air around them when we were growing up. Do you know how hard I worked to get into this degree program for nutrition and dietetics? I was an A-class person. I had A- of 79. See ile ya huku chini. I was almost ready to do my engineering degree. It's just that at that time there was no hype for nutrition, and so people are like, "What are you doing? As in nutrition ni nini?" Hello, Mohammed. Welcome. Kindly give us a like. So people, I did this in 2012 to 2016. Okay, start guessing my age by now, dude. Yeah, so when I was doing it, people were like, we don't know what nutrition is, where are you going to work, and so forth and so on. But by the time we were finishing, thankfully, there was around there. There was already an organization that was working to hold nutritionists together to offer trainings and all that. That's how I was able to do my internship in the food industry. So there were 4 options. You will find nutritionists who will tell you, I'm a clinical nutritionist. I'm also a clinical nutritionist. Nah, I'm not that old. There are also clinical nutritionists. Then there are food science nutritionists like myself. And then we have diet therapists, like a lady called Becky, my friend called Becky. Then we have community nutritionists. So those were the options that were there. For me, because I was already not so interested in the hospital, I went to the food industries, and I just thought I should expound my field of expertise. So I ended up in food industries. I went to this major meat processing company that does very nice sausages, bacon, ham, very quality cuts of meat. and I stayed there for 3 months. From there, I moved to what? I moved to Unga. Yes, okay. I moved to milling company. It's hard. It's Unga. Okay. There's no need to hide. Yes. So I went to Farmer's Choice, then I went to Unga. Why am I even hiding? It's on my CV. It's on LinkedIn. Then from Unga, where I worked in the processing, and I also went to value addition. I went to the what? I went to the bakery. Yes, Enns Valley Bakery. They make some pretty good products, by the way. Some very nice some very, very, very nice breads. I did not say that. I did not. Some very nice breads. And then from there, I went to True Foods. True Foods was doing tomato sauce, fruit jams, peanut butter, those condiments. So many condiments. And that's how I ended my internship journey. So I did those 3 companies. After that, I started my nutrition company. So Malkia Nutrition was started in 2019. So this is our 6th year in operation. So I'm between, I don't think I'm 33 yet. I don't think so. I just don't think so. I don't feel like it's my vibe. No, Mohammed, I'm not 35. I'm so young. I have 2 kids. As in, all this information is on my bio. As in, I'm not even sure why I'm hiding it. It's not a secret. I'm a woman, I'm a girl, I'm a mother, I'm a nutritionist. It's not a lie, it's a fact. So Mohammed, welcome. We've been here with Dude talking about nutrition and going on a vegetarian diet. I don't know if you are vegetarian or vegan. I'm trying to get on board with this. So that's why I'm reading this book. I'm reading it together. We'll read it together, by the way. And it's a long book. And the rate at which I'm going, because of Dude, I don't know when I'll finish it. I will try as much as possible to read it on camera, as much as I can. But I might not, or I'll just record my readings and then post them. Because when I'm doing the live, like today I read 3 pages and I should have read 10. But it's good we had a nice discussion. If you have a question about nutrition and you would like to reach out to us, our contacts are in this channel description. Yes, the description of the channel, not of this video, of the channel. Just go to, if you have subscribed, Mohammed, I believe you have subscribed. Yeah, Dude is awesome. Dude is awesome. We were supposed to finish this at 30 minutes. We are almost at 90 minutes. And you've brought your gang. I can see people are coming and going because Dude has been here since the beginning. So I will read this book until the end and see if at the end, this is my challenge, if I'll convince myself to be a vegetarian or vegan. So if you are here by the time we are ending the challenge, hold me accountable. Ask me whether I became vegetarian or vegan after reading Knives Over Forks. Forks Over Knives. Oh my goodness. Forks Over Knives. Ask me if I finished it. No, not that if I finished it. Ask me if I became a vegan or a vegetarian. I probably will. Or I'll try it maybe for a few months. Yeah. I also gonna go. I'm really tired. I'm done with my nails. Now I need to go outside and breathe. Thank you. Check if you'll see our email or our contacts. I'll be delighted to have you in the masterclass. So now let me figure out how to end this at 1 hour, 20 minutes. That's how long? 80 minutes. Oh, that's a very long time. So see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. I might record my 10 pages. I won't do it on live. I just record the 10 pages as I read today. I'll post it as a video. Then tomorrow we'll do a live. I don't know. I love meat. I really love meat, by the way. Like yesterday we had pilau, the previous day we had chicken, the other day we had fish. I feel like we eat meat every day, which is something we should change also, because I don't think it's very good. Even my son is gaining a lot of weight, which is it's not very usual for him. It's not good. So see you tomorrow. I don't know what time. If it goes live and you don't join, you will see it as a video, so don't worry. See you, dude. See you, Mohammed. Whoever is here, thank you. Give us a like as you leave. Give us a like the video. If you can, share it out. Thank you. See you tomorrow. See you. Bye.